Hello sparkly people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vera Valentina, your favorite burlesque YouTuber, and on today's episode, we're getting into a little bit of rhinestoning. As you all know, I have some very specific costume goals this year. Specifically, all the unfinished costumes that I have in the room next door. But in accordance with keeping with the holidays and going along with the seasons as they flow, I'm going to be working on a Valentine's Day themed costume, namely a red lingerie set and robe that need rhinestones and are going to be turned into the perfect basic burlesque costume. You guys saw one of my first videos that I ever made, how to build a burlesque costume on a budget. And you will know that I have a specific way that I like to build my burlesque costumes. I always go from the inside out, or some people would describe it from the bottom up. Basically, I like to start with the pasties, the bra, and the underwear, the final reveals, because those are the most important. So I have this set that I bought on Shein a couple months ago. I did a photo shoot in it and then didn't do anything with it. It also has a robe that comes with it that I'm going to be embellishing later on down the line, but not today. The set is from Shein, sponsor me, and looks almost like a reproduction of a Dita Von Teese lingerie piece. Sponsor me. So if you're excited to see how I take this lingerie set from basic to burlesque, then stay tuned.
All right, so here's the lingerie we're going to be working with. This set came in a 4-pack, which included the bra, a garter belt, the underwear, and a really fugly pair of tights that we're not going to be using today. I wanted to give you guys a close-up of the underwear so you can see that it is mesh, and there's this beautiful rose pattern on the top that I'm going to be covering in rhinestones. But first, before we do anything else, the savvy showgirl cuts the tags out of the back of her lingerie. Jesus. Now we need to talk about supplies. E6000 glue, dangerous but delicious. Rhinestones, a wax pencil, and of course, a sharp pair of tweezers. Now, lazy showgirl Vera never went into her rhinestoning with a plan, but new and improved 2021 Vera Valentina is going into this lingerie set with a clear and concise plan. I've decided that I'm not going to rhinestone the mesh pattern on the bra, garter, or underwear. I'm only going to hit the rosy decorative part at the top and the bottom of each piece. I've also decided that I am going to use different size stones for the different sections of the roses and the leaves that you can see, just to give it a little dimension, give it a little texture. Per usual, we never want a flat looking pair of underwear. Gross. As you guys know, this costume is part of a set of unfinished costumes that I ordered things for a long time ago, but just never started. So I popped open this pack of Amazon rhinestones that I purchased, 5 months ago, and I'm finally using them. I really love this pack because it has multiple different sizes that I can place all over the bra, again, to add depth and dimension. A lot of beginner burlesque performers fall into this rut of using one size rhinestone to rhinestone their underwear sets. And I'm telling you right now, don't do that. Get a couple different sizes so you can place them all over the place and get different sized reflections on stage, Really play off the light. The lingerie and pasty layer of the costume should probably be the sparkliest that you can possibly make them. Why, you ask? Because it's one of the last things that the audience sees, and you really want to leave a lasting, sparkly impression on said audience members. So when you're rhinestoning your own burlesque lingerie, don't be afraid to get in there with your rhinestones and your glue. The worst that can happen is that you're just so sparkly that you blind everybody in the front row. Round one and done. I think that we really did a good job on the front portion of this bra. So now I think we should move on to the underwear, don't you think? Now the name of the game here is to make sure that the pattern on the underwear matches the pattern on the bra, because we are 2021 Vera Valentina. We are not old school Vera who would be lazy and just throw stones wherever they may fall. We are placing deliberately. Speaking of deliberate placement, let's go ahead and rhinestone the strap that goes around my waist. I've decided to go ahead and double up the smaller rhinestones going all the way around the band just to give my waist a little bit more sparkle, even though this piece goes underneath the garter belt. Whenever I take the garter belt off, you'll be able to see this little sparkly strand, you know, just another sneaky peek for the audience. You can also see my fiance trying to get his little feel up on in the background here, being a distraction. So we kicked him out so that we could finish rhinestoning this thing.
All right, sparkly people, we're back for day 2 of rhinestoning this red lingerie set that I got from Shein, and so far it's going really, really well. As you guys know, I went in with a plan this time. I really thought about what I wanted to do here. I was really going for hitting all the hot spots of the roses and just highlighting those like small spots that would just make it, you know, pop. And I have. I even put a little Instagram story up, and Audrey Lovedad responded to me and was like, ooh, that looks so clean, no glue strings. I'm like, yeah, girl, I was trying really, really hard. So right now I'm finishing up the garter belt. I've already done the bra. I've already done the bottoms of the underwear, or the front part of the underwear, and the strap that goes around my waist, but I think I want to put something on the butt. And then I got to think about all the strappy straps that have adjustable pieces on them, because if they're adjustable, that means they'll slide, and I don't want them to slide and knock off rhinestones. So I'm going to try it on after I finish the first round of rhinestoning, make sure it looks good, figure out if I'm going to rhinestone, where those little small clasps are, and then finish up with that. And then you guys know the next video that's coming after this one is, of course, decorating the corset that I bought, well, that I didn't buy, that I already had and that I'm repurposing. So you're gonna see me basically refresh an entire steel bone and mesh corset. It's gonna be great. And the robe that's also gonna go with this. And then we also have a pair of shoes coming. There's just so much that goes into this costume. It'll definitely be done before Valentine's Day, but I'm just so excited. This costume is about to be so rad. I don't know if I actually just said rad or red just now, but like, it's crazy because it's gonna be rad and it's also gonna be red. Such a vibe.
All right, the last piece is the garter belt. And again, I'm going to try to match the rhinestone pattern that I made on the bra and the underwear to the garter belt, because Vera is organized and fabulous. So I think it's time for a final reveal of the lingerie. What about you? Dun 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 dun! Look how sparkly she is. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. I cannot wait to finish the rest of this costume. Just a little friendly reminder that this is just part 1 of my red costume series. I still have a corset to do and a fabulous robe to embellish. Of course, if you guys really liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button so that you guys get notified every time I upload a new burlesque video. I'm Vera Valentina, your favorite burlesque YouTuber. See you in the next video.